Sorry.
It's okay. I like you say you're ready and then you throw the blanket over yourself.
Yeah, but I was cold.
Yes. I would like to consider myself to be an intelligent liberal person. But I'm told, babes, that as a good lib, I'm not supposed to shop at Walmart because of their practices and various things. And now it's spread to conservative friends I know who won't shop at Walmart for the same reason. Mm-hmm. But, as you know, I am one of the few people who still defends Walmart. I hate that they bust unions. I think that they have some very shady business practices. However, they're one of the few games in town. And as recently as last night, I was talking on the phone with a friend of mine, and we were both discussing how great the Walmart service is. Mm-hmm. Then comes today.
Again. Okay. Today. It happened to me again, except it was worse.
What took place, Jaylo?
2 weeks ago it was bad, but this is worse because I didn't get anything. So we're hanging out. You got here about what time?
I don't know, maybe 8:30?
Yeah, around 8:30, give or take. I'm expecting groceries between 1 and 2 p.m. I finally get a notification at 1:37 that my groceries are outside. I go out to the front of the building, check the bench, nothing's there. So I thought, okay, I'll go to the back of the building because sometimes they put stuff there. Nothing on the benches, no bags on the ground, nothing. So I'm sitting there for a while. It's about 29 minutes. I keep on checking my phone. I call you and say, hey, did anybody get to the door? You said no. And then I ask some people that are coming into the building, hey, did you see anybody from Walmart? They say no. I call you back again and I said, can we check the Walmart app? I'm going to come upstairs because nobody's here and I'm getting cold. So I go upstairs. We check you get the number from me, for, the number of the person.
Quick interruption.
What?
We actually both went downstairs.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No, you're right. We checked the app and then we go downstairs because they had left a picture, but it didn't look like any place around your building.
And I thought that is really strange.
Yeah.
So we checked both the back and the front. Nothing there. No bags, nothing. I mean, I would have expected they would leave at least a bag, and supposedly in the picture it was one bag.
That's what it looked like to me. Now, again, we are two blind people, but hopefully two blind people of reasonable intelligence.
I think so.
Yes.
Well, and then I couldn't see it, so. So anyway. So we go back upstairs. I'm very upset. So are you. You text the one person, the person who supposedly left me that text about the groceries being outside.
Yeah, and sorry to keep interrupting you. Because it's on your phone, I want there to be consistency, so I do it with your phone. But as we know, we love Jaylo, but your connection to technology,
can I
there's something, well, this is important. It leaves something to be desired. So a text that would have taken me like 10 seconds to send on my phone takes maybe 10 minutes because I have to type out each letter and select it. And once I've, written this 2-line text that took me 10 minutes, it takes me like another 3 to 5 minutes to figure out how to send it on.
All right. Can I,
because the technology is so okay.
Can I finish?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I love you.
Helping.
Go ahead and I love you. Go ahead and I love you.
Anyway, so we decide, and the automated thing gets back to me, and it's from Uber Eats, which I guess what Walmart will do will they will have people from Postmates or Uber Eats deliver groceries, which makes sense. That's what they do. So we end up chatting with somebody finally from Walmart, and I will get refunded
for most of it, but not everything. Because
I was okay with that. I at this point I was just like, I don't care if I get any refund. I just want a refund.
The tip remains.
Yeah.
For the person.
Well, who knows? I mean, they may refund me for that. I don't know. I haven't.
No, because they said that they weren't. They listed the amount, and I read you the amount.
I know.
So how would they refund you for the tip?
I don't know.
So
well, I mean, I'm gonna check my email because they'll send it to my email.
Okay. This person who did not deliver the groceries in a acceptable manner is getting $7 from you.
Well, I hope they do refund me on the tip because they don't deserve a tip.
Well, they're not going to.
They're not.
I mean, I'm telling you because I read you the amount of what it costs and then the amount of what they said they were going to refund you for. Now, having just said that, I need to stop myself.
No, you need to stop yourself because, maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll say, oh, we forgot to refund you for the tip. I don't know.
They're not going to do that. But let me tell you why I need to pull back for a second.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I've been playing with the idea of empathy, and it's not that I never have before, but it's been coming up a little bit more recently. And I've been thinking to myself, well, sometimes people make mistakes, and you need to be empathetic, and I don't know somebody's particular life situation. And, sometimes people have things going on in their life that not only am I not aware of, but affect them in a very strong way.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes across as negative or comes across as they're not doing the best they can when really they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to go on this tirade now about how dare this driver do this. And she has done us wrong.
She or he, I don't know.
It's a she because I saw the name on it. Because it asked you to send a review.
Okay.
But then I was thinking to myself, well, wait a second. What work have I been doing on myself this week? I've been trying to get past stuff like this.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard for everybody, even me, because I try to be empathetic to people, and it's one of the hardest things to do, especially if you don't know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see their face, you don't hear their voice, you're not there in person. What if this person had a bad day and they just couldn't find my area, or maybe they got a completely wrong address. But it's hard to do that if you don't know who the person is. It really is. What if this person has kids? What if this person, I don't know. It could be a myriad of things that the person might be going through. So I don't know. But it is hard to have empathy for someone that you've never met.
That's the thing too in our society. It's really easy to outsource our emotions and say because we never met somebody, we can judge them and we can say what was going on in their life. And so don't get me wrong. I don't think this person deserves a tip, but I'm also glad I stopped myself from just completely shitting on them verbally now and talking about what a horrible person they are when I don't know that that's the case. And 3 months ago, I might have done that.
Yeah, I mean, it is very annoying, to say the least. And, I mean, there have been times where I've gotten orders and I didn't get everything and I've gotten upset. But then after the same time, I'm like, well, maybe they were out of stock,
Exactly.
Maybe they're out of stock. This will pass. You can order it again. It's not like it's not going to be there ever. But it's hard. It really is. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it is.
Yes.
It is.
Because you want to do that. It would be so much fun just to say, oh, this person should suffer forever. And then it's like, maybe they are suffering for other reasons.
I ordered from Instacart a while back, and the person didn't do a very good job. Nice person though. I did meet the person. But I feel really bad about giving them a bad review. But I had to.
Yeah, and
I had to. I really felt bad about it. But
sometimes you have to do that, but it's how you do it, right? So if you just write this person is a horrible human being and they should never do this work again, that's probably a bit too extreme.
Yeah.
So, but you also don't want to say they were the greatest person ever. So it goes back to the yin and the yang and finding balance and maybe writing something that says, this is a nice person. I'm sure they were doing their best, but my experience wasn't good because.
Well, I focused on this is what happened. They didn't, they gave me something I didn't order. They got such and such things wrong, or they didn't give me such and such things, and so I forgot what I said, but I just focused on what really didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully the person reviewed it and said, oh well, okay, I'll try better next time.
We will likely not be watching Ted Lasso today because this took up so much time.
It did.
But one of the things that we're going to get to within the next couple of weeks, there is a great scene with Roy and somebody else where Roy just wants to beat up this person. But because he's done a lot of self-work on himself with his relationship with Keely and other things, he just gets mad for a second and walks away. And in some ways, that feels like the theme of my life in the last couple of years, where I've really wanted to go apeshit on people, and then realizing that they're humans too. And as much as I want to, you got to hold back the old habits a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, none of us are perfect by any means. We're all flawed people, so we have to give people some grace. Some people more grace.
Because we'd want it for ourselves. How many times have we had a bad day? You know something? What are you doing? You're adjusting your pillow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just moving my pillow, sorry.
That's okay. So, let me tell you a story from my own life that I'm really not proud of.
Okay.
And I don't think you know this story. In fact, I think when I tell you this story, you'll probably bring it up when we're not doing this.
Uh-oh.
This was before we met.
And how old were you then?
I don't know. I was well into adulthood. Let's put it that way. Okay. I am in Seattle. And again, I don't like the way I behaved in this situation, and it's come up in my head recently. Oh, babes. I get off the Bolt bus, and I'm supposed to go to a venue to do some stuff. I'm having issues with the people who are associated with me at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm on the bus. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I get off, and this old lady tries to help me. She says, I think it's there. I think or it might be there. And I'm just like, you don't know where it is. We all know. Got it. And then I just walk off the bus. And I feel really shitty about that now.
Wow.
Like at the time, okay, I was blowing off some steam, but she was trying to help. She was trying to be kind.
And she's an old lady.
I know, babes. I feel really bad about that.
Yeah. I think that there are times where you have to hold people accountable, but that was one of them. Now,
I was going through some shit because you know the type of people I was working with, and they were, let's just say, a fan of guessing games. But that doesn't make it right. If I was supposed to go off on anybody, it wasn't a little old lady who was trying to help me. It should have been the people I was.
And she wasn't aggressive though. She just was like,
yeah, she's trying to be helpful. I really regret that.
Yeah,
that was not a good move by Rick.
That's okay. Well, there was did I tell you about the cab ride that my mom and I took like in 2012?
I don't believe so.
Did I talk about it here?
I don't think you've told me about it.
Okay.
You may have, but if you did, I forgot.
This was in, no, I'm sorry. This was 2011. It was around, Christmas time. And we were heading back, to Everett. And we took this cab to Lloyd Center. This is where I ended up meeting one of my friends.
Yeah.
We took a cab to Lloyd Center. The old lady was, the driver was an old lady, but she was talking on her phone like two-thirds of the way there. Half of the time that we were riding, to the mall. And I'm just like, doesn't she know that she has passengers in the back seat? And if you talk on the phone while you're driving, it's really dangerous. And even her friend was talking to her about, hey, don't you, I think she was mentioning something like, oh yeah, I'm just driving some people in the cab. And my mom was talking about it to me. She's like, oh, she shouldn't have been talking on the phone, but she was an old lady. I'm like, yeah, but she could have gotten us hurt. Mm-hmm. She should have been held accountable.
Yes.
I don't care how old she is. She should not be driving a cab if she's going to be talking on her phone half of the time while she's driving. It's just not, it's dangerous.
Yeah, your situation's a little bit different from mine.
I know it is. I think that in that case, she should have been talked to, not in a mean way, but in a way like, hey, do you realize that when you drive while you're talking on your phone, it really makes people nervous? Mm-hmm. And, I honestly think she should have been, my mom should have said, excuse me, I really think you should get off the phone because you're driving us and it's really making me nervous that you're on the phone or something to that effect. Cause I didn't think I should have said, maybe I should have said something, but I was just hoping she was going to get off the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her excuse was, well, my friend was calling from Hawaii. And I'm like, please.
Oh my goodness.
This is around the time when you could call Hawaii and you wouldn't get charged.
Well, good.
Or people from Hawaii could call you and they wouldn't get charged.
I was listening to a podcast years ago. I want to say it was You Made It Weird, but it could have been something else. And by the way, You Made It Weird. They still do their commercials the old school way to where they'll do it at the beginning of the podcast.
And then no more after.
Yeah. And then they'll just have a regular conversation.
Yeah.
So good on them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, somebody was talking about how if you were a film editor and you looked at somebody's life, you could edit together a short film of let's say 15 minutes that made them look like this incredible hero, one of the best people who ever lived. Or you could look at the same footage and put together a 15-minute reel where they looked like the worst person in history. Mm-hmm. We know some of the things that would go on my 15-minute worst person of history film reel. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering what moments would go on yours.
Oh, my phone's just talking, sorry.
Oh.
What moments would go on mine?
Yeah, if I wanted to edit together a film that made Alana look like the worst person ever in the history of humanity, what moments would I want to put on there?
Oh, there's one moment that I really regret. And I was a kid. I was in 8th grade. I don't think I ever told you this.
Go ahead.
So I forgot what performance it was, and I did a performance with the band. It was my 8th grade band or whatever, and one of my friends came to see us play, and he just happened to be my crush. And after it was over, I don't even know why I did this. It was ridiculous. After it was over, he goes, "Good job, Alana," and my response was, "Oh yeah, right. It wasn't that great." "Good job, Alana." I'm like, "Yeah, it was." And my dad comes up to me and says, "That's not right. That was good." And I'm like, why did I say that? That was so stupid. And I completely regretted it because I just kind of blew him off yeah, right. It wasn't that great.
I like how my worst of moments involve yelling at an old lady who's trying to be a genuinely kind person, having all these weird conflicts with exes and former friends. And yours is somebody told you that you gave a great performance and you weren't completely comfortable with it.
Well, there's other stuff too. I mean, I've said some things that I shouldn't have said. Mm-hmm. I was snippy at people. I mean, I was. Yes. I wasn't perfect just like you were. I mean, I didn't yell at old ladies like you should.
It's not like they make a habit out of it. Babes.
No, but I mean, that doesn't make what I've done any less bad. It was just a different kind of bad. You haven't heard everything. Oh. I mean, what about when I hung up on that one girl?
Oh, the lady who was dying, the little girl.
The girl that was, and I didn't even know I didn't even know she was sick. I felt bad about that. See, that was a bad thing I did.
And so here's another thought that entered into my head this week, and this is a little bit of a tangent.
Okay.
But we're starting to get at the age to where I'll be talking with friends and they'll just say, "Oh, so-and-so dropped dead." Like that. And
as a matter of fact?
Yeah, it doesn't happen every day. I don't want to make it sound like people are just dying around us. But I'll talk with friends and they'll say, so-and-so who you met at a party a year ago or a couple of years now because of COVID. And I'll say yes. And they'll say, well, they died suddenly. And it's happening more and more. And we're just at that age. Now, by the way, that's how I want people to talk about me. I don't want it to be Rick went through his 10-year-long illness where he was in pain. I'd rather they just say, Rick dropped dead. But it's weird hearing it about other people.
Yeah, because and speaking of which, I just had a friend that just died a little over a week ago, and I was alerted by a mutual friend of ours that her son was with her when she died, and was not able to. The ambulance were not able to revive her, and I won't go into the whole thing because it is really sad. But she was having some health issues even before that happened. I'm glad that I was able to see her 4 years ago, because I probably would, I think back now that I probably would not have seen her at all, if I didn't see her 4 years ago. And, at the time, she was living in, all the way in Minnesota.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where she grew up.
Nice.
So, it's really, it really makes you think about your own mortality and the people around you. And I've just been thinking lately, you gotta tell people that you love how much you love and care about them, because you just don't know.
There's a few people in my past who I was really close with, who I'm not sure are still alive. And part of this is because I've looked on social media and their last post was years ago and it didn't seem like things were going too well back then. But I haven't been friends with anybody and they died when we were still cool, right? So no current friends of mine have passed away. I don't know how I'm going to take it when that happens.
Yeah.
I've always said, babes, that I want to be the first person to die in my social circle. One, because more people get to miss me. But also because...
That's not your choice, though.
I know, but I'm telling you, if I have a vote in it, this is what I'm voting for. It's also... I don't know if I can handle a good friend of mine dying. I don't know if I'm equipped for that.
Yeah, I haven't had I've had friends die, but they weren't super close. Right? Even the one that just died, she wasn't like my best friend. She was a friend, but I didn't see her very often. If that makes any sense.
I hear you.
And I've only met her 10.5 years ago.
Oh, you two weren't that close then.
We were friends as we could be, but she was living far away.
Yes.
And it was just like the two friends that have died I felt like I was just getting to know them, and then they just died. That's how I felt.
But not with this person, with other people though.
No, I'm talking about both those people.
Oh, okay, but you hadn't talked to this lady in 4.5 years though.
Well, in the last 4.5 years or so, she, or 3.5 years, I guess it would be, there was, I think the last time I talked to her, she called me on one of my birthdays.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it wasn't like I didn't talk to her at all. It's just that I didn't see her. I didn't see her in person.
Yeah.
Except for that one time when she was in town. Yeah, I think that was the very last time I talked to her was when she called me on my birthday. I forgot which one it was. It was one of them.
I am a little bit worried, babes, that this might be the year where I find out that one of my friends dies suddenly. You know what I mean? I'll get the call from the relative saying so-and-so passed away in their sleep, or I'll look on Facebook and see RIP to this person. I don't want that to be the case. But it does happen to a fair amount of people, unless you're one of the first people in your social circle to pass away.
What?
I was just going to say, I guess the closest thing I had to somebody who is still in my social circle dying, it's not exactly applicable to a friendship. But we've talked about this a little bit before. I was kind of seeing this girl who had cancer in the past and then got re-diagnosed with it. Didn't talk to me for a month, ended up marrying somebody, and then a couple years later she passed away from her cancer.
Yeah, and you told me about that in private.
I thought I talked about it here.
You talked about it here too.
I haven't told all the details here. You got more of the story.
Yeah.
But after she got remarried. Listen, would I like to see how things would have progressed with us? Yes. But I understand that when you get a fatal diagnosis in your early 20s, things get a little bit shaky. So while we weren't as close in her final years, we did talk on a couple of occasions. But she wasn't as ingrained in the social circle as, let's say, my best friends are. Mm-hmm. You know, and I am a little bit concerned that that's going to happen to me this year. That somebody I care about is going to pass away.
Or it may not.
I hope it doesn't. Again, I would like to be the first in the social circle to die. Maybe it'll be me.
Don't say that.
Why not? Oh, why not?
Don't say that, Bubs. I don't want to think about that right now.
Oh, you'll say, You can have my thing bronzed and keep it by your bedstand.
Bubs.
What?
Stop it.
Okay, sorry, babes. I don't know. Give me a kiss.
No.
No, because what if I die? Yeah, so give me a kiss. Yeah, what if I die? Give me a kiss.
Bubs.
I have a headache.
Bubs.
I do. I've had it since this morning.
I'll give you another one.
No, but what if this headache means I'm done?
Do you really have a headache?
Yes, I do, but it's a slight one. It's not like bulging, but it probably is a sign that I'm gonna die tonight in my sleep.
Where is the pain, Bubs?
Right here.
Does this hurt? Wait. Give me your hand a second. Okay. You know that there's a pressure point right here?
Go ahead.
If you press on it, it's supposed to relieve the pain. How does it feel?
I still kind of feel it, but it doesn't feel as intense.
Okay, how about this?
Oh, yeah. That actually does feel a little bit better, but I still feel it, though.
Okay.
Yes. Jaylo.
Yes.
I have sinned against the movie gods.
Movie gods?
Yes.
Movie gods?
Let me tell you what happened, babes.
What happened?
I'm editing episode 262 of our podcast, which was posted today.
Did you say something wrong?
Or last night, yes. I did.
All right.
We were talking about Richard Dreyfuss and The Goodbye Girl, and I said, I think he won his Oscar for that movie, but don't quote me on it. But he really should have won for Apocalypse Now. Mm-hmm. If you know anything about movies, which I do, Richard Dreyfuss is not in that movie. And what I meant to say is that Richard Dreyfuss should have won an Oscar for Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, okay.
It's been bothering me ever since I heard that.
So he was not in Apocalypse Now.
No.
But he was in The Goodbye Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
But he should have won an Oscar for Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Having said that, it would have been really funny if he got an Oscar for Apocalypse Now. And the winner is Richard Dreyfuss for Apocalypse Now. Richard Dreyfuss is not actually in this movie, but we gave it to him.
Martin Sheen is in it. Who else is in it? Apocalypse Now.
Marlon Brando. Harvey Keitel was going to play the Martin Sheen role, but that got crazy. I believe a young Lawrence Fishburne is in that movie. Plays one of the soldiers. He's only like 14 though.
14?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so crazy to me that his daughter got into pornography.
Lawrence Fishburne's daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
You're like talking like my age. Whoa.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get close enough so people can hear me.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay.
That's much better.
Wow, that's too bad. Another person who got into porn, and I think she's out of it now, was a woman named Jamie Foxworth. Not to be confused with Jamie Foxx. She played Judy Winslow on Family Matters.
I believe we've talked about that.
And she was promptly fired for whatever reason. I don't know why. They just took her off the show.
Nice. I heard somewhere that there was an issue with her mom.
Yeah. That's why they took her off the show? Yeah.
Now, that could have just been a rumor.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know that her mom was the one that told her that she had to make money for the family.
Speaking of moms, babes.
Yeah.
I was listening to Joe Rogan this week.
You talked about his mama?
No.
Okay.
This was an episode from, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago when Jewel was on.
Yeah.
I love the show, but I've been listening a lot less because of the way Spotify does their commercials.
Yeah.
But I think I've got a handle on it now, and it's at least tolerable.
Yeah.
And she was telling some crazy stuff about her mom.
Sounds like it after you told me in private.
Implying that her mom stole like $100 million from her, and Jewel at one time was fearful that her mom would have her killed. or kill her herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
That's insane. That's really crazy.
Oh.
Because I think about my mom, and I don't think she would do that to me.
I hope not.
No, she would not. She's not the kind of mom that would just like steal money from her kids.
Oh.
No, she's a nicer mom than that. No, she actually, cares about what happens to her kids.
It was a great podcast, though. She told the whole story about, not the whole story, but it was very in-depth about growing up in Alaska, how her grandparents came over here, and basically how she went from that to becoming homeless to becoming a big star.
Did she have any siblings?
Yeah, she has 2 younger brothers.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. I think I mentioned it to you in private, but I think she was on a show where it might have been MTV Cribs even. I forgot what it was, but she said that she really liked to cook and she showed people her kitchen.
Nice.
Yeah.
She seems like a cool lady.
Yeah, very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented.
I liked the radio stuff, but I wasn't a diehard Jewel fan. And I'm not really now, but when I really grew to appreciate her, it was one of the first time I hung out with a really good friend of mine in Colorado. Mm-hmm. He invited me over to his place to listen to some music after like a long weekend. Mm-hmm. I almost said the place where we were at before them, and I'm not going to. And he played the Pieces of You album.
It's a good album.
It was really good. I mean, I knew the hits, but I didn't really go deep with that album, and I enjoyed it a lot.
I'll never forget, and I don't think I said it here, I'll never forget the Pieces of You album because when it came out, I was a junior in high school. My aunt and uncle had that CD playing in their car for quite a bit. I mean, we listened to that CD all the time. And, they have really, I like their taste in music and CDs. And, that was one of the albums that we would listen to a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Babes.
Yes.
I was thinking about something that came up in morning pages this week.
Okay.
You know when people always say the ball is in your court?
Yes.
So basically you have the advantage and you can decide what to do in a situation.
You have the upper hand, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And that sounds really great on paper. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking about a few people in my life specifically to where my connection with them, the ball is in their court.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, this makes it really simple for me because I don't have to worry. It's on them. If they want to reach out to me, they can.
Exactly.
But it's not on me. So is it always good to be the one with the power? I guess is my question to you.
I think in some ways it is because there are some people that were in my life and have dismissed me from their life for what I thought was a really stupid reason. I don't have to go into any of that, but
no.
I'm just like, well, I did my best. I've tried to be kind to them. And if they really want to get a hold of me bad enough, they know where to find me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sit here and worry about what they're not doing if they're not going to do anything.
There's something not related to this that I'm questioning if I should bring up here or not. I guess I will. Because I have a big mouth, and that's one of the advantages.
That's not good all the time.
That's not good all the time, Dave.
Loose lips sink ships. You know that.
I know that ships can often sink when there's lips involved that are kind of loose.
I just said that.
Okay.
You're just copying what I said.
Do you think I should say what I'm about to say here?
Depends on what it is.
Well, you don't even know about this.
I don't know. I
haven't even discussed this to you off.
I know. That's why I'm afraid of what it's going to be.
Okay, so you know how we've talked about, I guess I'm going to go into it. We've discussed the idea of doing a blind co-op situation.
Yes.
I have a friend who's been involved with that type of stuff before. Mm-hmm. And I told you I was going to reach out to him a few months ago. Mm-hmm. Then I saw on Facebook that he's associated with somebody from the Seattle story that I just told you. One of the people I was going to see.
Oh.
And that has made me kind of apprehensive to reach out to him.
Why not?
Because
is this person in Seattle, can I ask this question? You don't have to tell me who it is. The person in Seattle, were they in your social circle or do you just you've met them before and you don't want to meet them.
Oh, no. They were deep inside the social circle.
Oh.
And then I blocked them on my phone like a year and a half ago.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
Well, this person's living in Seattle now?
No, babes. I'm saying when I went to Seattle to do something with this person.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I think if it's really bothering you, maybe you should ask.
Right. I mean, nobody owes it to me to explain why they're still friends with somebody.
Yeah.
But I was a little bit weirded out when I saw a post a couple months ago, not from my friend who I was going to reach out to, but from the other person who I used to be friends with, saying, I'm so happy to be working with so-and-so this weekend.
Wow.
When I thought that so-and-so was done working with them. Again, they don't owe me an explanation.
Yeah.
And it's my own shits. Like, I'm in the wrong for not wanting to contact this person after seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to contact this person after seeing that. Because I know the other person involved in the situation.
But maybe the person in question that talked about said other person.
Yeah.
Maybe he got it wrong, and maybe that other person who is closer to you, isn't going to work with this person.
It's possible he made it up because there are lies come out of this person.
Because maybe he was under the impression that said friend of yours is supposed to work with him.
Yeah, in fairness, they're both. I'm friends with the co-op guy who I know through the other guy, mm-hmm. who I used to be friends with.
Right.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, yeah, you are upset that said person is working with said friend or supposedly, right?
Yeah.
But, maybe if said friend is working with, said other guy, my thing is, well, you could say something or maybe they'll just figure out that this person hasn't changed.
Right. And it's for real. Again, it's on me that I'm upset because everybody has their own deal in life, and it's not cool that I'm taken aback by this.
Yeah.
And by the way, if I reach out to my friend, I'm not going to be like, hey, it's either him or me, right? Because I don't like that type of stuff. But for real, it was a bit jarring when I saw that.
Well, I've been in situations where friends of mine were friends with people that that were out of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, okay, look, I can't tell my friends who'd be friends with, but it's really interesting that this person would be friends with somebody that has hurt me and that they've known. I've known them for longer than they've known this other person.
Well, I don't want to get into all the details, but it's not only that the ex-friend screwed me over a bunch of times. He also screwed the co-op person over a bunch of times.
Right.
So it's not just like, oh, you know, it's only me in this situation who's been screwed over. No, that's not the case. Mm-hmm. But everybody's got to do their own thing. So that's why I've been stingy with the co-op information, and we might have to do another avenue of getting that info.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, babes, I wish I was a rich person.
Yeah, we all have fantasies of being that way. I personally given up on that. I have a feeling that I'm not going to be a filthy rich person, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think it sucks because in my life, or my mind rather, I have this view that if things were just slightly different in my childhood, I could have been super rich by now. And instead, I'm going to die a broke ex-poet with nothing to show for my life. But, you know, I've been looking at Gemini and they approved me for an account this week.
Really?
And there's always the fantasy, like, I'm going to buy this new coin at like 2 cents a coin and I'm going to spend $5 and then in a year they're all going to be worth $100,000, right? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, what's going to happen is I'm going to, you know, buy a bunch of coins and the one I was considering buying is going to be the one that goes up in value. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's no hope for this society. And we're all going to die broke, except for the ultra rich.
Wow. Doom and gloom.
Yes, you're like right next to my face, babes.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I had to do that.
Yeah, you screamed into my eye, not my ear.
I know.
Ouch. Ouch. Oh.
Okay, I deserve that. I'm sorry.
Right.
I just wanted to lighten up the mood because you're kind of Mr. Doom and Gloom right now.
There's a great episode of Married with Children. It's one of the ones where Bud is a little bit younger. Him and Kelly are doing something and he yells out, "Mom, Kelly's holding my head right next to the speaker." And then you just hear it go on in full volume and him yelling, "Ah!"
Yeah. Well, I honestly think that our society wants too much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you're not rich, you want more money. If you don't have enough electronics, you want more electronics. It's like more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Me. We're very selfish people.
We are.
I mean, humans are selfish anyway. But if you think about what the abundance of stuff we have here in our country, we're very, very selfish.
I got two religious questions for you.
Selfish.
Let me ask you my religious questions.
Uh-oh.
Why do you think we are made in the image of God if we are so selfish?
Well, I believe we have a sinful nature. And, we are born into the original sin that Adam passed on to us.
Alan Parsons passed on to us. This was his little project. It's gotten a little bit out of control.
I only know one song from the Alan Parsons Project.
I've heard they're good.
Yeah. Anyway, no, Adam, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I think that we, individually don't have to be selfish for the rest of our lives. But we do have that part of our nature because that is what was passed on to us.
Another question I have for you.
What?
Okay. So I'm assuming that when we die, if we go to heaven, there's not going to be any currency or anything like that.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very much a whole nother world.
I do believe that here's where we kind of agree on.
Yeah.
Is that I think that the reality outside of this one that we call the afterlife is going to be very different from this existence.
It's not even going to compare.
Right. But my question to you is, I had a burp. That's not my question.
Okay.
Do you think that people like Elon Musk,
yeah,
or Jeff Bezos, or I'm only mentioning him because he's rich, Donald Trump,
mm-hmm.
because they have money in this lifetime, do you think that they'll have special privileges in the next lifetime?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, because you don't go to heaven based on how much stuff you make. It's not based on the good you do. It's not based on the stuff you make. It's not based on how long you've been working. It's not based on how many accolades you have. And a lot of people think that getting to heaven is attributed by the works they do, and it's just not true.
Yeah, and we know that I don't believe that you need to believe in Jesus, but that's neither here nor there. So what's the motivation for you to be a good person if you could just believe in Jesus?
Well, I believe that we are all made in the image of God. But once a person becomes a believer in God, it's not just that they believe, it's just that they serve God during their lifetime by serving other people. And I think it's more than just believing. And of course there are people that believe, when they are on their deathbed, but that's a little bit different.
That's easy. What? It's easy for me.
It wouldn't. So basically, I don't believe that a believer's life on this earth is in vain.
Okay.
Because it's not, I mean, if a person spends their life, doing good for other people, and and serving God that way, and doing what God wants them to do. That isn't that I don't believe that their life is in vain. I don't know if that answers your question. I could go into more detail.
Partially, but maybe we'll go into that realm the next time we do Jaylo Loves Jesus.
Okay.
But we don't have to do that for a while, because I know you got a lot of stuff coming up.
Uh-oh. I do?
Yeah. But
I have a lot of stuff coming up?
Yeah. So I, as we know, not only don't believe in Jesus, but I want to die super quickly. And I know it gets boring when I keep saying that, but one of the reasons I'm putting it out there to the universe, I want to die so quick that my brain has zero time to interpret what's happening. Having said that, let's say instead of that, I get a disease and I'm alive for 3 months and I'm on my deathbed and I'm in pain. In some ways, at that point, it would be easy for me because I know I'm going out to be like, oh, Jaylo, I believe in Jesus now, and now I can be a good Christian because I'm almost gone. What happens to people like that? Now,
well, if you're actually sincere about it, that's one thing. But if you're just saying it so you can get out of this world, then I don't know.
Yeah, so because you've said to me before that you believe that if the terrorists of 9/11 repented for their sins like 10 seconds before hitting the building, they would go to heaven.
Yes.
And I have some issues with that. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they repent and they don't do their act of murder, that basically means like if they repent, then that means that they end up not hitting the building.
Oh, okay. So you don't believe that any of the 9/11 hijackers actually made it into heaven because they said, I believe in Jesus Christ right before hitting the building.
I don't think they did.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. No. I never said they did. I'm saying if they did believe, the act of repentance would mean that they'd never hit the building.
That they would have tried to stop the plane.
Right.
Nice.
But they didn't because they believe that if they killed people and themselves, they would be martyrs.
Yes.
See, I have a real problem with that.
Okay. That's why I was confused between, can I just say I believe in Jesus in the last 3 months, or do I have to actually mean it?
You do have to mean it. But there are people that say it within 10 minutes before they go and they end up going to heaven. But that also means that they have to actually be sincere about it. And
God I'm guessing, can tell what's in your heart.
Of course.
Nice.
Yes. But if you didn't mean it, well, you're not going.
Uh-oh.
So, but I wouldn't wait that long.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Jesus isn't the real thing. Ouch! What is that for?
Oh, you shouldn't make declarative statements.
I said I'm pretty sure. I didn't say I know. I said pretty sure.
Oh, pretty sure is pretty close.
I don't know anything for sure, babes.
Oh.
Like, I'm open to the idea, babes, that all we are is a sophisticated type of mold. Oh, I didn't tell you this.
Oh, boy.
No. So get this. I have a couple of friends who we go down these very bizarre rabbit holes.
I would imagine.
Yeah, you can only imagine with some of our phone conversations, right?
Yeah.
This wasn't recent, but this was let's say since COVID started.
Okay.
I was going down a rabbit hole with a friend who we do this together, right?
Yeah.
And you know how I have some weird theories, and I always like to experiment with ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I almost said the person's name. It's possible that you're not even real, that this is all a simulation, and what it is we both know somebody, and they're the only real person in the simulation, and when they die, we stop existing. And he's on the phone with me, and he says to me, Rick, I can go with you most places, but I have trouble believing that I don't exist on any level.
I know who that is.
Oh, did I tell you the story before?
You told me that many times.
Oh, okay. But
I would have to agree with this person the same way.
Wow. See, I can believe that I don't exist.
Well, here's the thing I have a problem with.
Go ahead.
A lot of us, some people, maybe not a lot, but some people have gone down these weird thinking exercises and
like some people on this bed.
Yes, exactly.
Go
some
on.
Weird imaginative, I should say, exercises as if like, oh, I'm not real, therefore, or, I'm not real, therefore, My parents aren't real, therefore this entire house isn't real. And it's just, they start believing these weird, lies about themselves, I think. And I think it's very detrimental.
Well, one idea I've had, babes, is what if everything around me is real except for me?
And that's a little bit weird.
Oh. Like, what if I'm only on this bed because you believe I'm here?
Do you feel this?
Ouch. I feel it, but maybe I feel it because you thought I was going to feel it.
Do you feel this?
No, but you thought I was going to feel it, right? So maybe that's the only reason it happened. Like, maybe, babes, this is an interesting thought experiment, right?
Oh my, here we go again.
No. You know the idea of a kid who has imaginary friends?
Yeah, but those are children.
Okay, I know, but we don't know how this universe really works. So follow me here. Let's say instead of a child having an imaginary friends, it's like a collective of adults who share one. So I have a fair amount of friends, but let's say I only exist because I'm not only your imaginary friend, but I'm an imaginary friend of all my friends. So it's like a collective imagination between you and my friends make me seem real to all of you.
What?
Yeah. So I'm an imaginary friend to you and to all my other friends.
Imaginary boyfriend.
Yeah. I don't exist. No, I'm not saying I am saying I don't exist, but it's more of a thought exercise. I'm not saying I believe it, but it is an interesting idea to consider. And that's how you can talk about me with my friends because they also believe that I'm real.
Yeah, but if everybody sees you besides me, then you're not imaginary.
But maybe it's mass hypnosis.
Okay, we're going on a really weird rabbit hole.
So, like, you know how you believe in heaven and hell, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say eventually all my friends are going to die. And you're going to die. And some people, by your logic, not mine, some people are going to make it to heaven and some people are going to make it to hell. But when all of you die, or as you all start to fall off, my connection to this world will become less real because the collective imagination will become less strong. And eventually...
Collective imagination?
Yeah, in this theory, I'm a collective imaginary friend. All of you believe in me. That's why I'm real. So, eventually I'll die. Maybe it'll be before you. Maybe it'll be after you. But because I'm just an imaginary friend, unlike you or the other people I know, that you know.
Yeah.
I won't go to hell because I'm not real, but I also won't go to heaven. I will just cease to exist.
Yeah, it sounds like a really bad sci-fi movie. Just saying.
Oh, we should tell the thing that we talked about earlier today, the idea of a spiritual disability that I came up with.
Yeah, bad idea. But
it's some kind of along these lines. Let's say Jesus comes back from the dead. And he says, I'm not here permanently. I just wanted to check in with y'all. And I want you to be more kind to people with disabilities. In fact, there's this new thing that my dad's inventing called a spiritual disability. And it's going to be a person who's born and they're going to go to hell whatever their actions reflect. So if they're a horrible human being, they're going to go to the bad place. Don't worry. But even if they're good, because of their disability, they won't be able to go into heaven, even if they believe in me as their Lord and Savior. And we're going to know these people because they're going to have like a weird scar on their neck. So a family who is conservative Christian sees us on TV and the wife is pregnant and she gives birth and her baby has that scar on her neck. So now the family has to come to terms with the fact that they're raising a kid in a Christian environment knowing for sure that this kid is going to hell.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
I think that would make an interesting sci-fi story or fantasy story. Like, what would happen then? How do you raise a kid knowing that Jesus is real and also knowing that your child for sure is going to hell no matter how you raise them?
That would make
because they have a spiritual disability.
Well, that would, I mean, I don't think it's a good idea.
Would you,
for a plot line.
So you would not read a book like that?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
No. And it would make God a liar, so no.
Why would it make God a liar?
Well, I mean, if you believe, if you believe what it says in the Bible about Jesus, is that he doesn't want that anyone should perish.
Well, we're not saying that he wants this kid to go to hell, but we're saying that he gets this disability to teach everybody around him how to deal with disabilities.
Oh, Bubs.
What?
Not a good idea.
Okay.
Mm-mm. I'm sure you get a lot of pushback from that.
Oh. Yeah. Well.
Especially me.
It's an idea there, Jaylo. I think it would be an interesting read, but.
No, I tear it up and throw it out.
Oh my goodness.
This is rubbish, I say, rubbish!
Give me a kiss. I tear it out and throw it out, Jaylo.
Why?
Because you have had a very stressful morning, and I'm here to help you calm down.
My morning was fine until this afternoon.
Well, then you still need to kiss me.
Okay.
And if I'm the first of my friends to die, and I die this weekend in my sleep, then you gotta be there and remember the good times. My mom used to tell us that she was gonna die all the time.
That's very unhealthy.
Yeah, I think it started
very unhealthy.
Around the time I was 9 or 10. She would go places and say, well, I'm going now, and you never know, I might get in a car accident. Did
your sister ever, ask your mom why she keeps telling you guys that she might die?
Oh, my sister thought it was weird too and called it on. No, in fairness, my mom wouldn't do this every single day, but she'd have periods to where she'd either say that or she'd call me in her bedroom and saying, I'm not feeling well, so I might die today. Or I'm not feeling well, this might be the day that I die. Or I think I'm going to pass away tonight.
That seems really unhealthy. Bombarding your children with death talks about, the negative stuff about death too. It sounds very unhealthy.
Now, again, she did believe that there's an afterlife and that it's going to be all good in the hood. But it's still a fucked up thing to say to a kid, right?
Of course it is. It's a really bad thing to say to any kid. It's really unhealthy.
It is.
I mean, I wonder why you can't to this day talk about, sickness and doctors.
Yeah. Now moving on.
Okay. See? Exactly. just like I said.
Thank you, babes. Yeah, I'll die this weekend, but Alana is going to have a few moments alone with the corpse.
No, I'm just going to call the coroner to pick you up.
Oh my goodness. Imagine this, babes.
Oh jeez.
Tonight I die in my sleep. You wake up and you're sad, but you see that rigor mortis has set in. So I'm stiff as I'm
bored.
As I'm going to be. You want to have some last minute fun.
Bubs, really?
Yeah, because it's the last time, babes.
Bubs.
It's not like, okay, I can turn this down now and then come back in a week or
Bubs, that's not what I'm going to be thinking about.
Okay.
I'm going to be thinking about how am I going to get a hold of people to let them know that you died, supposing that you do.
Yes.
Bubs.
What? I love you, babes. Yes.
I mean, really.
Really, babes. And my mom's dead now, so, So good for her there. Jaylo. Wow, it's already 4:21.
Yes, it is.
We've been doing this for almost an hour, babes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually had a dream that I was near death today, which is probably why it's coming up.
Wait, okay, tell your dream, because I have a dream too.
Okay. I dreamt that my family was rich and I hated them and that I was going to be dead soon, so it was a good excuse to tell them off.
Wow. Well, I had a dream the other day. It was very strange.
Yeah.
I had a dream that we both went into this little mini mart, and it was owned by an older guy, and I forgot what we bought, but she paid the guy the money, and as soon as we were about ready to leave, there were all these people coming in. Some of them spoke English and some of them didn't. And then we got into this car, and as we were leaving, I was sitting in the driver's seat while you pushed the gas pedals with your foot.
Wow.
On the passenger side, which is really weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, babe, speaking of death, give me your finger here. No, because I want you to feel something.
What?
I got this little thing right here.
Bubs.
Did you feel that?
Where?
Right here, kind of itches. No, I'm not saying to itch it, but feel it.
Is that where your nose is?
No, it's right above my nose.
Oh, was it red?
I don't know what it is, but I just wanted to point that out because.
Let me see that. Let me see.
Be careful because it's right near my eyes. It's right above my nose.
Oh, like a bump here?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a pimple.
Yeah, or it's the sign that I'm dying. It's my liver.
I'm going to put some tea tree oil on it after we get off of this thing.
My liver cancer has spread to my head.
That's not how it works.
Brain cancer has spread to my head. What?
That's not how it works, Bubs.
Oh. Or it's a pre-stroke little thing, or, or the, my foot disease that'll eventually do me in has spread to my head, finally.
Well, I've heard of people dying from foot disease, but they were, severely infected.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I heard that's what happened. So I heard some stories about Bob Marley's death, and I heard that he had, a foot infection, but I also heard that he had cancer or something.
So I've read about this. Who knows how much of this is true, right? But the way I understand it is a few years before he died, he was playing soccer with somebody who said that your foot looks kind of weird. Mm-hmm. He goes in, and it turns out that one of his toes has cancer. Huh. The doctor recommended removing the toe, mm-hmm. but Bob thought that would be extreme, so he only had the top part of it removed. Mm-hmm. And then the cancer came back in his brain and killed him.
Wow.
He was younger than I am now. I think he was 36 when he died.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was older than that.
No, I think he was that young.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, because he made some great music.
He did make some great music.
Did I tell you this, babes? Getting back to me. Mm-hmm. My grandfather told me this, that mm-hmm. My great-grandmother on my dad's side died when I was around 12 or 13. Okay?
And you met her one time, right?
I met her a few times.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I was born all very slow. But check this out. My grandfather told me that his mom said that after I was born, she had a dream where God came to her and said that I was going to be very special and a very important person.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah. And now I'm doing a podcast for my girlfriend's bed. So, one, I feel like, wow, what am I doing that's so important? And two, I hope that I do something that's worth writing about soon.
Well, wait a minute, though. You did some pretty cool things. I mean, you did your first EP.
Yeah.
We had a listening party for your EP. I thought that was really cool. You wrote a whole bunch of poems, and some of which you did perform them.
I helped write a play that got produced.
You helped write a play. You did probably more stuff than I have. I mean, a lot of the stuff that was really special happened when I was younger, and I feel like I'm just kind of starting over again.
I've been in bands. So this is what I do think about.
Yeah.
I wonder if after I die, some of my poetry will be discovered and I'll become like this William Shakespeare type person. Or like a Philip Sidney, where I'm quoted for, generations.
Or a Langston Hughes.
Yeah. Langston Hughes is a bad example because he was famous before he died.
Oh, okay.
And I guess William Shakespeare had some level of notoriety, but he really exploded after his death.
Well, people were doing his plays before that happened, right?
People have done my plays before I died. Yeah. Or a play that I was involved in. Yeah.
Just one play.
One play. We're going to say plays because there's multiple performances. But you know what I mean? I wonder if that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to become rich and famous, but I'm here to inspire somebody who's going to do something.
I'm still trying to figure that out because it's really, I'm kind of at the point right now where, I believe that music and the arts is where I want to go, but I also think that music would probably be meant to do on the side while I do something else in my, for work. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that, that I was meant to do some kind of performing arts. I also thought about other art avenues. I don't even think I told you this. Not only did I think about doing voiceover stuff, but I thought about getting into, learning about tap dancing.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
What went through your mind when I told you that a God-fearing woman, like my great-grandmother, mm-hmm. was visited by the Almighty to talk about my future greatness?
I thought it was kind of out there, and I've heard people talk about that too. And I don't know if it was true, but I'm a little skeptical about that, and I know she's not here to say anything.
But not with me. You're not skeptical about it with me. You're skeptical about it when you hear about that from other people.
When I hear about that it came from your great grandma, and when I'm hearing about it from other people, yes.
Oh, Why? So you think maybe God didn't visit my great grandmother because I am the bald god, or?
Ugh, you are not a god. Get over it.
Oh, here's another spiritual question I have.
Oh, what is it?
Check this out. So you know how a lot of people say when they die they see like their great grandmother and their mom and all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, you mean like they see them immediately, or they go to where they are?
They go through a tunnel and they see their dead relatives.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know about the tunnel thing, but
I don't know about the tunnel thing, but let's say, for example, you see your dead relatives when you die.
Yeah.
Okay. How does that relate to time? Because I think to myself, well, we just assume that when the person dies, everybody greets them, right? But maybe they greet them like 1,000 years before that person is either conceived, but it's that person's perception that they're being greeted after they die.
I don't think it's that complicated.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the way that I see it is that in heaven there is no time. And once a person dies, immediately there they are. And there are the people that they've lost that are there. So I don't think that once that a person dies and goes to heaven there is any time.
Now I am either going to blow your mind or upset you.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no time in heaven, and when you die, Jaylo,
yeah,
you are told that you're one of the good people and you get to go to heaven, right? Let's assume that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean because there's no time in heaven, you're already there?
I believe that once a person dies, immediately their spirit leaves.
Right, but
they're already in heaven. Yeah.
Because time doesn't exist in heaven,
yeah.
You might already be there.
No, you're not. You're not there until your spirit leaves your body.
Right, but what I'm saying though is your spirit leaves your body as a concept of time, because there's a time when your spirit leaves your body. But if there's no concept of time in heaven, couldn't it be that you're already in heaven and this is just about the story of how Jaylo got to heaven?
Well, the way that I see it is that when a person dies, they're sleeping.
Yeah.
And they are escorted, but it's very, very quick. And it's like you sleep, when you die, you sleep, and then when you wake up, you're there.
Interesting.
That's the way that I see it, but it's so quick that you don't even realize it.
So is that there's no time in heaven, or that it's different than it is here?
Well, God's timing is different in heaven, so, but time is for humans on earth. But I believe that when a human goes to heaven, there isn't really like, like in the Bible, it says a day is like 1,000 years.
Okay.
And it's different from so maybe I should say it this way. Time in heaven is not like the time that we think here.
Gotcha.
Like, I think it's so hard to wrap around unless you actually, experience it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I can't really speak too much on that.
And from my one out of body experience, it was so bizarre that I can't really place it into words.
Right. Because you will.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe I should mention it. You were, the word isn't indisposed. You had something going on. I don't know if you were or not. Maybe you were.
Well, we don't know if there were mushrooms involved.
Oh, maybe there are. Well, you mentioned it so many times, so I don't know.
We don't know if there were mushrooms involved, but there's speculation.
Yeah.
For my little Jaylo, that mushrooms were involved with this.
Oh my goodness.
Now, who knows? It's either here or... Oh, by the way, This is a year that they become legal in Oregon.
Oh, please.
We're going to have some fun. What?
No.
I can't believe you. I'm dating somebody who's never...
Okay, you know what? Everybody knows it. I don't think you have to repeat it.
I just think... All right. I've noticed, babes. I know we're going to end this soon, but hold on.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't have the same, overwhelmingly positive reactions to mushrooms that men have. It's not that it's always negative, but it's not this, life-changing experience.
Don't you think that everybody, has different experiences? Like, some people have more intense experiences than others?
Absolutely, but there are some similarities I've noticed. With women I've noticed that I've talked to, they'll say, it was an experience, it was okay, but it was nothing really that special. And I know a lot of men maybe myself included, who have said that it is a life-changing thing and has made them more empathetic and a deeper thinker and more caring about the people around them.
Well, wait, there was one woman who made it sound like it was the most awesome thing that happened to her.
Oh, yeah?
Remember?
A celebrity?
No.
Someone I know.
Someone we both know. That I won't mention who it is.
I think I know who you're talking about.
She made it sound like it was the most awesome thing ever, and people were roaring or whatever. I don't know. Something really odd and something I didn't really want to be a part of.
Because why would you want to be a part of the most awesome thing ever?
Well, it was awesome to her,
a better
but it was awesome to her. It doesn't mean it's going to be awesome for me. It's just not my thing. Okay.
By the way, aren't you always saying, babes, don't knock it until you try it?
That's different.
Why?
Because that actually impairs your judgment.
That's what, the babes.
I mean, it's not like it's a new food. It's not like it's a new rice.
Actually, babes, mushroom is a type of food.
No. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about mushrooms you can actually cook. I'm talking about the dried ones.
You can cook the mushrooms with psilocybin in them. And by the way, do you want to believe everything that the media tells you to believe, that this is bad for you?
Well, the media isn't, the mainstream media isn't saying everything, that it's bad, but I've never, Bubs, let go of my hand.
But you just want to tickle me. Alright, if you promise not to tickle me, I'll let go of your hand. For speaking my mind.
But you have already.
But this is one of those things, babes, that's such a powerful thing in life.
Let go of my hand, please.
Okay. We don't have to go down this road.
No, we don't.
And by the way, I'm not saying that I've ever done them. And if I have, it was years ago before I knew that there was anything illegal. Like decades and decades ago. And I would never do something that is life-changing in such a powerful way. I would never do them if I knew that.
I think you should just stop talking with people who are going to ask questions.
Yes.
I'm not talking about it because people are going to ask questions, and you might actually incriminate yourself.
Sorry.
Loose lips sink ships, Bubs.
But it's legal here in Oregon now.
Who cares?
I do.
I don't.
I think everybody should have some
fun. We'll see what happens.
Uh-oh.
It's how chaotic it gets.
Maybe. Anyways.
No more.
All right, babes. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, sorry.
Okay.
I wanted to see if I can take it.
Babes, I know you're attracted to me. Well, wait till we get on.
I wasn't talking about this.
Oh, the recording.
Okay, I won't take it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if I could.
Well, babes.
Yeah?
It's past 4:30, I believe.
We're both getting pretty hungry.
We are both getting hungry.
Very hungry.
I just had something in my nose.
And earlier I was hangry.
Hangry. Oh, I noticed. Luckily, it wasn't directed at me.
No, I wasn't mad at you.
Yes.
I was just mad at my misfortune.
Yes, I know. And if you ever do mushrooms, you will learn to see the world in a different way and have more empathy. Not that you don't have empathy now. Maybe some people have different experiences. You know what I was reading though, babes, the other day somewhere? Or it might have been on a podcast, is, oh God, what was the thing? Somebody did mushrooms once, and they started like a campaign. I think it was, somebody said that somebody involved with QAnon did mushrooms and decided to start spreading conspiracy theories.
Of course.
What?
You have to go down there, Bubs.
Okay. So maybe.
Okay, alright.
So, no, what I'm saying, babes, is that might be a good reason not to do them. Okay. Give me a kiss.
You know what? I gotta do something. Hold on a minute.
No, you don't.
Just a minute. No, I'm not gonna tickle you.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, you kidding me? Oh, what if you fractured my skull? Okay.
Oh my goodness, it's just a pillow, you baby.
Okay.
You baby.
What else?
What else to you?
What else?
I love you, but what else?
I love you.
I'm gonna put
what else? Put it back. Put it back.
I know, but I will give you a kiss.
All right, good.
If that is what you really want.
We could even do more than that on this podcast. Or we could start with the kiss and, leave it there.
Be a good boy.
I am never not good boy. Give me a kiss.
Be a good boy.
I always am, babes. Did I ever tell you, babes, about the time I met Donald Trump?
Bubs!
No, he didn't do anything weird.
No,
but here's what happened.
Bubs! I thought we were off of this already.
He did not do anything weird, babes. He was actually very nice to me.
You didn't meet him?
Yes, I did. He was, in fairness, he was actually a very nice person to me. Did I tell you this?
No, because I don't believe you.
Boy, let me tell you what happened, babe. This was in May of 2017. And he had heard reports about the Never Not Good Boy. And so he's like, I have to see if this dude is legit. So he invited me to the White House to speak in front of his, a staff about how to be a Never Not Good Boy and what that's like in life. And I might be making that up.
Yeah, you are, because on our podcast there is no such thing as a Never Not Good Boy.
Yes, there is. But we should probably end this, babes.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah, me too. All right, bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.